Mary married a farmer that she'd met at the Bellingham dance. She longed for a life in the country with red roses and romance. The farmer's name was Charlie. He was silent, strong and deep, and his head was full of suckler cows and Scottish black-faced sheep. They honeymooned in Scotland at the bull sales up at Perth. Mary wanted to gan in a caravan with an extra comfy berth. They set off in a pickup truck. It was a canny pull, with the Ifa Williams trailer on, in case Charlie bout a bull. Don't marry a farmer, don't be a farmer's wife, 'cause if you do, I'm telling you, you'll lead a lonely life. As it approached their anniversary, Mary wrote it on the wall, next to the list of cows to calve. It couldn't be missed at all. She hoped for sexy lingerie, French perfume would be grand, but she got a pair of crotchless waterproofs and some swaffiga for her hands. Charlie said, don't cook the meat, I'll surprise you with a treat. She thought Chinese or Italian, she'll look to gan out to eat. As she's getting dressed, she got a text, it brought her to her knees. It said, I'm down here at the chippy, where you wantin' mushy peas. Don't marry a farmer, don't be a farmer's wife, 'cause if you do, I'm telling you, you'll lead a lonely life. Seeking his affection, she started helping on the farm, but Charlie paid a little heed. He lacked all basic charm. He was grumpy and he swore a lot. She said, can't you show some love instead? He shrugged and turned round to the collie dog and patted it on the head. It was tuppence time, they'd spent all day sorting out the sheep. Then when he'd had his supper, Charlie promptly fell asleep. He sat there snoring in the chair, and Mary's thoughts were dark. If I was to rattle you, me bonny lad, you'd barely leave a mark. Don't marry a farmer, don't be a farmer's wife, 'cause if you do, I'm telling you, you'll lead a lonely life. She booked a foreign holiday, a fortnight out in Spain. If she could only get him off the farm, she could reignite his flame. On the morning of departure, he said, Pet, I'm gonna have to stay. I've just seen the 5-day forecast. It's given weather good enough for hay. This was the final straw for Mary. She'd simply had enough. She made an appointment with a counsellor. His name was Dr. Clough. She told the whole sad story. He said, that's the worst case I've ever heard. You'll have to bring your husband in. We need to have a word. Well, after some persuading, they got him to the docks. Clough introduced himself to Charlie and complimented Mary on her frock. Then he kissed her and he cuddled her. He looked deep into her eyes. He squeezed her breast and nipped her bum and gently stroked her thighs. And then he turned to Charlie. He says, you'll think I've got a cheek, but I've had to demonstrate to you what your wife's needing every week. Well, Charlie frowned. He rubbed his chin. He says, well, at least we've made a start. I can drop her off most Tuesdays when I'm coming to the mart. Don't marry a farmer, don't be a farmer's wife, 'cause if you do, I'm telling you, you lead a lonely life.